Hello, hello. I am about to do my first cold plunge ever. And so, with that in mind, I wanted to center myself before I go to said cold plunge and do a little channel with Osho, asking about our physical vessels right now. Um, I can't speak for you, but speaking for me, my body's had a hell of a time, and I mean a hell of a time adapting to the energies that are coming in. And I haven't really had a hard time with my body during these things, like ever since like Kundalini rose in 2021. And that was a challenge to just like my whole body changed and like like the physical form of my body changed. And then over these past 3 years, it's gone through more changes and upgrades and connections to new dimensions and all this stuff, but I have not actually experienced as much physical discomfort as I have experienced in the last 5 months. And so I found this amazing place that really offers a lot of natural and like cool technology to assist your body in ways that are not, invasive, but like modern medicine. So using infrared and frequency and things of that nature, which are totally my jam, obviously. So I'm really getting a chance to open myself up to these new modalities and I've been guided there and it's been divinely like brought together. And so I completely trust that. But I would like to ask Osho today about our physical vessels, like help for all of us that are experiencing physical discomfort. What is the recommendation right now? So with that in mind, I'm gonna grab little crystals. Camaradia orgydzion varria patikataž teisybydenoru. Osho. Uh, what do we do with our bodies right now during these frequency shifts that are just so massive? Many people are feeling illness or physical discomfort of various types. What are your recommendations for dealing with those discomforts? I see a lot of like cooling down. In fact, I see like someone in a sauna that's like pouring water on hot coals creates a vapor. And he's sharing with me that that is like an alchemical reaction of physical form between one substance and another. When they're brought together, they create levity. And what we're experiencing right now is tremendous heat and pressure. And so what's going to happen, oh, he's talking about my cold plunge today. He's like, what's going to happen is because you have so much plasma running through your spine right now in this heat, it's created when heat expands. And so you've been feeling discomfort in your physical vessel from the expansiveness of the heat. And when there's a cold plunge, what it's doing is it's creating the levity of the vapor that is the transformative quality between the heat and the water comes this vapor, which is an alchemical reaction, which will bring just again levity to the physical vessel as a whole and also allows for a constriction of what has been overly expanded and it has become uncomfortable through inflammation, systemic inflammation. So he's actually sharing with me how the cold plunge works. Okay. Are you saying that people need to do cold plunges? He's like, no, this is just for your physical vessel. For others, there's a different set of suggestions that would be ideal. So for those feeling, one most common thing right now is the experience of inflammation, which creates a myriad of different symptoms in a physical body. And from that, he started off with inflammation because he says it's the most relevant to all humans, what they're experiencing right now, whether they are aware of inflammation being the cause or not, the effect will look different. The cause is inflammation. And outside of like a formal cold plunge, momentary exposure to not only cold weather can be soothing, but also intentionally exposing your body, your vessel to cooler temperatures um, through simply a 5-minute cold bath or a cold shower. Um, he's showing me like what is this? He's like showing it's but he's like showing me a woman I used to work with that I adored. She was the medical director of our department, and she used to do intermittent fasting. He's showing me her eating her olives. Um, in her breaks, like between patients, she would eat olives, and she's like, "I've had my intermittent fasting olives." And so, is this about intermittent fasting? Yes, 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 yes. He's saying over and over, intermittent fasting. I don't even know about intermittent fasting. I personally just like drink cacao in the morning and wait until later in the afternoon to eat something. So I eat like once and a half a day and some fruits and stuff. That's what my body wants right now. Um, yeah, he's saying intermittent fasting and the olives were for salt, which is a grounding mechanism, which allows yourself to be grounded instead of, he's showing me like electrons that are like all over and just like chaos, and that salt orders them. And I don't even know the physics or biology of this. I don't know, but he's like, it orders them, it calms them down, which is funny because doesn't salt increase your water retention? But it also keeps you hydrated, he's saying. Keeps you hydrated, more easily tuned to frequency. And so as you're holding in the electrons, someone tell me if this is a thing, as you're ordering your electrons through the salt intake, through this fasting, it's giving your body a chance to cymatically order itself that you can use through frequency and vibration to tune it to always the heart, always tune to the heart. If you're able to tune to the heart, tune to the heart. He's repeating it. And then being able to, in addition, ideally in the morning and at night, doing some kind of cold water experience in your home. He's showing us just like that and vapor again to create the levity in the inflammation. It's like, don't forget to breathe. No one knows how to breathe properly, especially those who are incarnated into a physical vessel that aren't used to a physical vessel because they have been more etheric or disembodied at higher frequencies in previous and more recent incarnations. It is very hard to remember the physical vessel, its needs, and the breathing process. That's me. You're calling me out. Yes, which is why I'm doing the breathing cold plunge today. Look at that. I took a breath. Remember that your body cycles through the law of rhythm and that nothing is to stay the same. You are not supposed to stay seated. You are not supposed to stay moving. You are not supposed to stay cold. You are not supposed to stay hot. You are not supposed to do anything indefinitely. You are supposed to be in constant rhythm and motion in your own cycles. So if you have created a pattern that is stagnant, you must disrupt the pattern with its opposition in order to create a rhythm that is more in alignment with the cycles of nature. Thanks, Osho. That was really actually super helpful. Um, I need to get ready for my cold plunge now. So I'm going to wrap up here, but please Let me know your thoughts. And if anyone knows about this whole electron thing, that'd be cool. All right. Thank you. Bye.